Hey guys, it's Ashley Kirkwood with the Speak Your Ready Cash podcast. I'm really excited to chat with you all today. Speak Your Ready Cash is a company that helps experts, authors, entrepreneurs, and service-based business owners to sell more services, book more stages, and license their brilliance. We are a community of proud cash leads that are building revenue-generating businesses with our expertise in a way that only we can. We're really excited about it. Today's episode, y'all, is all about how to replace 100 clients with one. Now, where'd I get 100 from? Why is it called that? You guys, my very first product, my very first coaching program was $30 a month. I'm going to actually show you guys the marketing for it that I found. I wish I had the landing. I don't even think I had a landing page, but I'm going to show y'all the marketing for this. I'm going to show it to you. Let's see. And if you're listening to this on the podcast, you got to watch the video. You got to watch the video. It's on my page. It's on my page. It's on the Speak Your Ready Cash Facebook page. It's also on the YouTube page. So check out the video campaign that goes along with it if you want to see the visual. But okay, I had a coaching program December of 2018. It was $30 a month. And this is what the Facebook post says announcing it. Now announcing a new lit membership-based way to get your legal life all the way together, Office Hours with Ash. Check out all the photos in this post, then click here to enroll. Now, I don't think this enrollment link works in the least bit, but I'm gonna click it and see what happens. Yeah, nothing comes up. So I don't think that link still works. I found this old backlink. Merry Christmas. This program is like none other because it was right 10 days before Christmas. $29.99 a month until January 1st. Then the monthly membership price hikes. Only 25 early bird spots nationwide because I was selling it to anyone in any country. Secure your spot and then tell your friends. Let's really make 2019 lit. Legally lit, that is. I'm going to tell y'all the double meaning behind my slogan, the Lit Lawyer, in a live video. So if you're excited for this and enrolled already, drop the hi emoji below. I'll let you all self-identify versus tagging you. Okay, then I have a variety of hashtags. So I made this flyer in Canva, and it just says Office Hours with Ash, an online monthly coaching program for entrepreneurs, presented by the Lit Lawyer herself, attorney Ashley Kirkwood, Lit Law Online, which is a different, entity that I had it under. And then I didn't have a landing page. So instead, I did a Google document with it's like a, what do you call it? A watermark behind it. And it's just a fact sheet. And you can go online and see this And literally, if you look at how the facts are written, I wasn't a bad copywriter even back then. Who is Ashley Kirkwood and why are office hours with her valuable? Ashley Kirkwood left her $280,000 a year, big law firm salary. She worked at Kirkland and Ellis. During office hours, you'll get a Power Pack 15-minute workshop where Ashley will cover a business legal topic that is sure to help your business level up. But let's be clear, she won't just cover it. Oh, this is like real copy. But let's be clear, she won't just cover it. She will workshop it, meaning she will teach you something you can leave the call and implement like that day. Then you have 45 minutes to ask her questions. About what? Well, that's up to you. But you can ask about the workshop, your business strategy, expansion techniques, sales strategy, pitching corporate clients, or anything else related to law and entrepreneurship. This ain't bad, okay? It ain't cute, but it ain't bad. And here's why one of my favorite slogans is clear over cute any day, because this was not cute, but it is clear. It's literally an FAQ sheet. When will they take place? One time per month, every single month via a live video call. Nope, the calls will not be pre-recorded. She will be setting aside time just for those in office hours. Don't worry, the calls are live, but the recordings will be available for those in the program. I have to find these recordings. I just have to. So I can live anywhere. So look at this. Look at how this question is written, y'all. So I can live anywhere in the world and be in the program? Yes, absolutely anywhere. But the workshops will be in English and will focus almost entirely on U.S. law. This is wild. This sounds amazing. I'm in. How much money does this cost? Will it break my business bank? Not at all. Until January 1st, 2019, you can register for just $29.99 a month. After that, it will go to $79.99 per month. So wait, I can have a lawyer for just $30? Not likely. And this brings up a super important point. This is a coaching program. And although it's an online legal workshop series, nothing actually says should be construed to have an attorney-client relationship. Your girl had disclaimers back in the day. Okay. So what type of law does she practice? I want to actually hire her. And then I had an upsell link in this Q&A where you could actually go to my actual legal website and hire me as a lawyer. Okay, back to Office Hours with Ash. How and where do I sign up? You could sign up here. Do I have time to decide, or should I sign up ASAP? Well, because Ashley wants to give you this program to an intimate group of entrepreneurs, we're limiting it to only 25 early bird registration spots. We had some scarcity in there, which was legit. I think we really did cap it. And then if you have questions, you can email us here at litlawonline@gmail.com. Yo, I wanted to share this with y'all. $30, y'all. $30, okay? And it was $30 a month, so we had some recurring revenue. But there were some good things about this. Let's go through the good and the bad. The good thing is recurring revenue. So we had a recurring revenue coaching program. It was easily affordable. It was very clear what it was. It was also lead generation, because I had a law firm at the time that had higher prices. But it's interesting. The coaching, the people in this program, some of them did become clients of the actual law firm. So that was really cool that it played off of each other. So I had kind of a feeder program for my firm because I had this lower cost membership, and then we fed them into the firm. This was in 2018. This was like, I was just getting started, and like, this was just what we did back then. Another thing that was good, I did not wait until I had all the fancy stuff. I just created a Canva graphic, didn't know how to do a landing page and all that. So I literally screenshot a Google Doc with an FAQ, posted it, told people to share it, and we sold some spots. I think we sold like 10 or 15 spots into this program. Another thing that's interesting to note is that the price was so low, y'all. So we had 10 people, that was $300 per month. So let's say they all stayed in for a year. That would have been $3,600. My goal was to just kind of keep growing it, but inevitably I realized it was severely underpriced, and our clients were getting some really good wins. So we raised the price, restructured, and I don't think we went back to that. We just kind of focused all in on our law firm, and I started creating more free content to draw people directly into the law firm. And so the funnel for the law firm was pretty simple. It would be like free content to consult, which was $300. On the consult, we would do a legal audit. And then from the legal audit, we would let you know what legal services you needed holistically. And then we would suggest either you get started with one service at minimum, or you went into our legal subscription program, which was between $6,000 and $15,000 per month. So that was how we grew our firm rather quickly, from zero to over $500,000 in revenue, and it still had recurring revenue. So I do think in our businesses, we've always kind of had something that had a recurring revenue model to it, which is great. And that has always helped, because then you can plan for your profitability. You're not just like, oh, I made this one sale, whatever. And our goal was, the reason why we would still take one-off clients that weren't recurring for the firm was because we wanted to ensure that those clients, as they grew, they would probably need larger legal services, and we wanted to stay close and still be their guide. And many of them did come back and work with us time and time again. We had so many repeat clients because we did good work. You could actually call us and talk to us on the phone. We had a answering service, and so that worked out really, really well. And I really loved all my legal clients. So shout out to anyone who supported Mobile General Counsel. All right. So the title of this episode is How to Replace One Client with 100. And the way that you do that is through pricing and positioning. So one is going to be pricing. Our all of our coaching programs now are like $35,000+. As many are $55,000+, if not more, right? And so first thing is price, but we don't just charge that. We actually provide value that is in excess of that. And then the positioning is really, really clear. So we work with service-based entrepreneurs to help them sell more services, specifically speaking, licensing, coaching, and consulting services. So if they're looking to grow their professional services firm, like an accounting or a law firm, they can come into our mastermind. But it's not like we work with like every business or all businesses. And a lot of our campaigns are targeted specifically to Black women entrepreneurs, because that is the bulk of who we work with and who we serve. How did we get to that point? Because we noticed who was coming to do business with us. That was who it was. So we just leaned into it to get more of those types of businesses. And those are the businesses that we knew we have helped in the past get results for. So we wanted to keep working with those people. So if I think about it now, it would have taken me 1,000 people in this $30 thing to generate what we generate with one person in our $30,000 plus program, $50,000 program. And so we've been able to replace 1,000 clients with what we used to get for one client by pricing, positioning, and expertise. And I'll say this is kind of unique and unpopular. I'm really glad that I started with this coaching program. I love it. One of the clients who's in this program is now in our higher end program. And we just kept growing together on both sides. But that program, although great, it was very singular in that all you got was me. When you work with Speak Your Way to Cash as your coaching or consulting company of choice, you're not just getting me. We have 3 world-renowned experts, if not 4. 3 world-renowned experts. We have coaches on staff. We have a coach who's literally a mindset guru and genius, LinkedIn expert. We have a media expert who writes for most major platforms in the world. He's either touched or written by. One of our experts is a consulting genius, writes for Entrepreneur. We've licensed out their individual programs. We have other experts that are coming on to do some things for our clients. We have a whole licensing program in the back. It is just it's incredibly different than what it was then. And I think that what's important is not just to raise your price, but also to raise your standard. But I share this case study with you guys because I want you to know that what's more important than all of the fancy stuff is that you actually get started. Don't wait. Anything I vividly remember thinking oh my God, I want to do this, but I don't know how to make a landing page. I don't know how to do a funnel. I don't have upsells, downsells, click. I don't know. I don't know. All of that. I remember that. And I also remember being okay, if you were to remove all barriers, how could you get it done with what you have in your hands, with what you know how to do yourself? Because in the very beginning, I didn't have a big team. I still don't have a big team. I'm understaffed now. I have a team, but I don't have a huge team. But I knew that I could use Eventbrite to do events. I knew that I could use Google Docs to get information out about my different products and services. I knew that I could use Canva. And so I kind of just used what I had. And kind of went from there. I didn't really let anything stop me. And so I don't know where you're at in your business, but don't let anything stop you. And if you want to start replacing clients, one way to do it is by landing large contracts. So by getting contracts $30,000 to $100,000, all of which we've done. And I would highly recommend that you do it too. Pick up the Speak Your Way to Cash book, get into the Speak Your Way to Cash course, come to Black Women Sell Live. We have people speaking who've landed $100,000 contracts. People who've made millions of dollars in their business, people who have a multi-million-dollar business, an 8-figure company. So you really do want to make sure that you're in that room. That event is coming up soon. So I highly recommend that you get there. But the way you're going to do it is by price and positioning. Positioning is not just your expertise, but why you are the right person to teach them your expertise. So I don't just teach sales. I teach sales from the perspective of being a federal trial lawyer who's had to change the hearts and minds of juries that didn't want to be there. So I know how to sell from the stage because the first time I really sold from the stage and got a big win, I got some money on the back of it, was when I was a federal trial lawyer. We won one of the largest jury verdicts for a civil rights case in that jurisdiction. It was in the papers. But I did the opening statement. I had to change their hearts and minds. I had to show them why our case was better. And how did I do that? Evidence, story, connection. The same way that you're going to sell now is how I was able to sell then. So if you want to learn how to sell from someone who's done it, who sold legal services that are high end, who sold coaching packages that are high end, who sold to major corporations like AbbVie, Philip Morris, FCB, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and the list goes on, then you need to be at Black Women Sell Live because that is who I am. Notice I didn't just say, let me teach you how to sell. It was a positioning standpoint. Let me teach you how to sell like a world-class federal trial lawyer who had billion-dollar companies as their clients, right? Billion-dollar brands hired me back in the day. So you want to, or hired my firm back in the day, and have hired me. AbbVie is a billion-dollar pharmaceutical brand. So when you position yourself, make sure you're positioning your expertise using your experience so that you can infuse your DNA into your marketing message. I literally want you to write out your copy and all that and think how are you infusing your DNA into your marketing message? If you looked at how I wrote the copy on this Office Hours with Ash thing, even back in the day, 5 years ago, it was spunky. It wasn't I will teach you the legal ease of the USPTO trademark office. I will help you file a 1B application or maybe even a 1A application. It was yo, I'm a fun lawyer. Work with me. I speak in plain language. I could teach you this stuff because you can understand it too in plain language, you know? And so that was how, even back then, I was infusing my marketing message into my DNA. I was talking about my experience working with billion-dollar brands. And then the price. Now, back then, the price was $30 a month. I also was very clear you weren't getting a lawyer for that price. But the price was not doing what I needed it to do. So when I wanted to elevate, I still had to infuse my marketing message in my DNA. But then I also raised my prices to attract people who are at the level that I want to work with them at. Okay. And I'll be honest with you. I think your messaging is even more important than how you price for attracting, because you may have a reason for doing something that's a little bit cheaper, but if the messaging resonates, you could still do that. Like in some of our ads where we do free stuff, we'll say, we're doing this free webinar, not because you can't afford it, but because I know that you're so savvy. You want to make sure whoever you work with is the perfect solution for you. Come and try it out at no risk. You know, and then I've had an ad that ran that said, and if you think $300 is a lot to invest in your business, this ain't for you anyways. Don't let the price fool you. This is not for you. So definitely your messaging matters more than your price. But in this case, in the office hours situation, my price was wrong. Right now, I think we're priced pretty appropriately and right for what we do and the value that we provide. They're getting way more than what we charge for it. And we brought some of the most brilliant minds in the world to work with our mastermind. So that is what it is. But I do want to make sure that you all understand, like, that's how you're going to replace your clients. It's not just going to just be your price. It's also going to have to be your positioning so you can draw in the right clients for you. And then you want to pitch. And we go through a lot of that in this here book, the Speak Your Way to Cash book. So make sure you pick that up. Make sure you attend Black Women Sell Live. Use code podcast, get a bit of a discount. That event is happening in March of 2023, 17th and 18th of March, 2023. And I hope to see you there. Hopefully this was helpful. If it was, tag 3 business owners that need this information and share it with everyone that you can. Talk to y'all soon. All right, Cash Leads. Thank you. Another great episode of the Speak Your Way to Cash